I told you my Prince story, right?
No, what Prince story? Please tell me you dress like Prince from Purple Rain.
Yes. Honestly, yes. Once.
Welcome to episode 19, the real episode 19 of Fantasy Friends. I'm Majelen. This is Akimbo Merc. Akimbo Merc, people told me right off the bat
Yep.
that last episode was not episode 19. So I apologize.
Man, everybody was saying that. So we get it.
Merc messed up. It was Merc's
Wow.
fault.
Was it my fault? Because I need to go back and listen to this. No, it was you. You introduced the show. So everything falls on you, buddy.
Yeah, but you held up the sign that said 19.
There was no sign. You lying.
People don't know that. The people don't know that.
They know that now. But I was convinced like you that it was episode 19. But what people don't know is that there is a secret podcast out there. There's a secret show.
Yes.
That is stored in the vault. So technically we were correct.
Yeah. Maybe I just let a little secret slip in there.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of secrets.
Yeah.
Star Wars secrets are leaking. What do you think about that?
I think that when I saw it, I clicked and kept moving. I don't want to see anything, bro. Do not ruin Star Wars 8 for me.
So not only because you saw a link with pictures, right? That had pictures.
Right. It was 20 leaked, not linked pictures, and I was like, nope, I don't want to see it. So I just kind of scrolled past it or clicked away from it.
And I was on YouTube, and there's actually a YouTube video that has. It's not leaked. It is quote unquote sneak peeks.
No.
Why would I want a sneak peek of a movie?
Bro, I want whoever's doing this to get caught and to get their hands cut off like Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader.
Wow. Spoiler alert.
Wow.
Spoiler alert for you guys who don't know.
What'd you say?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert if you guys haven't seen the New Hope. Luke loses a hand. So does Anakin. Yeah, man. So Majelen, what have you been saving for the show?
Man, I tried IMAX out for the first time.
Like first time this year?
Ever.
First time in the last 2 years?
No, first time ever went to IMAX.
What'd you see?
And it was Zootopia. Now, Zootopia is kind of about this whole animal kingdom that is just like people. They have clothes, everything. It's all Zootopia. It's a big city.
Except for one scene when they don't have clothes.
Yeah. I had to watch it because I saw previews of it when I went to Star Wars. And they had an awesome, funny scene where they walk into the DMV and, of course, lo and behold.
Oh, my God. Go ahead.
There's sloths that are back there. So that scene got me to pull in where I was like, yeah, I got to watch it. I got to see this. And I convinced Yasmin because Yasmin's not good with like the dizziness, headache factor that she gets. So some people do get that with the 3D and the IMAX and kind of, I don't know if it's just a brain thing or an optical thing or whatever, but so I convinced her to finally go. So we got tickets, we went, man, and it was amazing. It was a blast.
Now we're convinced that all IMAX movies now are 3D. There is no other option. It's just 3D, right?
Well, one thing that we talked about when you were talking about Star Wars, where you got suckered into going to an IMAX 3D.
I'm looking at you, Da Vinci. Looking at you.
One of the things we did realize is that they do make non-3D IMAX, but most films want to film it in 3D to get that extra, what is it, that extra $6 a ticket or whatever it is. So, I mean, we went in there. It was an IMAX theater that was part of a kids museum. So for people who don't know, IMAX is a bigger, wider, taller screen than a normal theater. It's got.
So let me get this right.
Yeah.
So your creepy self
Yes.
took your creepy wife.
Yes.
And the two creepies went to the children's museum because you guys don't have any kids.
No kids.
To watch a kids movie.
Yeah.
With other kids.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was kids' parents there too.
I hope. Creepy? Yes. You're now creepy. So I'll just put that out there. No, man, I think that's cool. In fact, I saw that this past weekend as well.
Zootopia.
So, yeah, I saw Zootopia.
Did
this
you like
past
it?
Weekend. I fell asleep for probably about a good 10 minutes, but I was tired, man. So my mom had planned it early in the week and said, okay, Friday after work, I want you guys to meet me at the movie theater. Bring the boys, bring your wife. We'll just kind of do like a family outing.
Yeah.
And we were going to go to dinner afterwards, but instead I was like, I know we don't have to go to dinner. The kids are going to want popcorn and nachos and candies, and that's like $100.
At least $100.
That's like $100, bro. So I was like, and she was treating. So I was like, yeah, I can't have you buy tickets, pay $100 in concessions, and then take us out to dinner. I'm just like, it's my mom, and I felt guilty about it. She's offering to do it, but I just couldn't have her do it, man. But I did see it. Yeah. I enjoyed it. The sloth scene at the DMV is probably one of the funniest scenes in a cartoon movie that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I just literally, I cried throughout the whole scene, bro. I was cracking up.
Hilarious. I would tell people to go see it.
Yeah, when the sloth turns to tell the joke to his co-worker.
Yeah, you knew it was coming.
Yeah, bro. So it was a really good movie, man. I enjoyed it. The kids enjoyed it. I think Gabe, who's 4, he checked out probably about an hour into it. He was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
He was like, look, Dad, look at the lights over there. He just went around pointing at all the lights in the theater, and you know what I mean?
Did you guys watch normal, or did you do the whole IMAX thing?
We did. No, it was a normal screen, but we did they got these new recliner chairs now.
Yeah.
So they got these huge recliner chairs that you can basically lay down while you watch the movie.
Yes.
So
you lay down and fall asleep.
Because I still had like my work gear on, my dress pants and stuff like that, and I was tired. I was just already exhausted, man. And I checked out too about a good 10-15 minutes. So.
Yeah. No, man, it's and going off of that. The reason why it was just amazing because, it's this technology that's there to where it's not where it used to be 10 years ago, where you got to squint your eyes, or when you put on the glasses, like you can't see anything other than the movie. Everything else is blurry around you. These are just glasses that slip on. You can look at the person beside you. They look normal. And it's just the technology that's brought by these two projectors that are working together to make that, a 3D thing. Yasmin actually liked it so much that we are actually, this is a kids museum. It's an actual museum. So they won't let you actually, they don't do all films. So they get to pick and choose what they play.
Right.
So one of the films that they're picking for coming up is Batman versus Superman. So I'm definitely going to go. Yasmin said she's going to go and watch it with me. Here's what I like about this theater. If you go to a normal movie theater, not a big crazy one, but one that, how many people would you say is in a movie theater? Like a normal, not oversized with balconies.
150 maybe?
So let's just say 150, right?
Okay.
This one probably had 75 people. This is how the rows were. There was no more than maybe 15 rows.
Because it's inside a museum. That's not their main attraction.
Exactly.
I can get that.
Like this is my spot now. Like this feels like a home theater.
No, this is not your spot.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
You cannot say that on the air that you're just gonna be hanging out at the children's museum, bro.
You're gonna be hanging out with all the parents, and they're gonna be
like, your wife?
Where's your kid? Oh, he's running around somewhere.
And does your wife just kind of turn and point at you? This is my kid.
This is my kid.
Man, is he special needs?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be rocking a cape. I'm gonna be rocking.
You have your tights on, like your
I'm gonna go all out. I got to.
I want pictures.
So
No, man, I think that's great. You found your place. I don't know if you should necessarily make that your place because again, it is a children's museum.
yeah, it's my place.
You got
Move
a lot
over,
of facial
kids.
hair. You
I'm
got a
just
lot
gonna
of
go
facial
there.
hair.
I'm gonna be kicking kids in the chest. I'm gonna be elbowing eyeballs, doing the palm push on the forehead. Just bullying my way to the front.
Yeah. Now, like I was saying, you got a lot of hair on your face. That's creepy.
Yep. It is. You like my beard?
No, dude. Let me tell you something, dude.
I look sexy with the beard. That's what you're gonna say.
Not one bit. What I'm always to say is, single men with beards in a children's museum is creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you get married. The secret, right there.
Yeah, but then it's just like you and your wife are like a creepy couple, dude. I don't, you know what I mean? It's like, literally, I know parents are like waiting for your kids to come and sit next to you guys.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? And then the movie starts and nobody sits next to you.
You know,
and what? I know somebody has to lean over and go, look at them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then kind of wave at the usher.
Mm-hmm.
Check these two out. And the usher's like,
and you know the reality behind that is,
right.
They're not upset that we're two grown adults in a kids museum. They're upset
a little bit
because they have kids that they had that drug them to the museum while we're there at our own free will, having fun, not paying $100 in concessions. So we're saving money. We don't have to go anywhere else other than where we want to go. So don't be jealous, parents. Don't be jealous.
That's a good question. So is it a separate entrance for the movie theater? Or do you have to go into the museum first?
It's got its own separate from the building. It's got a separate building from the other whatever. I haven't actually been in the museum. My nephews go all the time, but
you are lowering the creepy factor. Now it's not as creepy.
Yeah, no, that
as it was 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that theater you walk in and they got eating place right here. They got the concessions and then they got the line. So no, it's they pride themselves on their own. Yeah, they pride themselves on their own IMAX. So
right. Okay. All right. And is that like the only IMAX that's close by or in the area?
Yeah, there's one that's kind of, I think it's about 35, 40 minutes away, but they said that this one is the true IMAX experience, blows it away.
Right.
I mean, they poured money into it from the federal government. It's a museum. So they went all in with it.
All the bells and whistles.
Yeah. So it's good, man. But yeah, I'm excited for that. What have you been saving for the show?
Oh, well, like I said, we went to go see Zootopia. That was fun. Which was even funner is my mom kept the kids at night.
Oh,
so I had Friday, which is me and my remote control. Because I came home and I didn't video game, man. I watched the movie. What the heck did I watch?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't even remember what I watched. That's probably how tired I am.
And I'm trying to think of the lie that you told us of why you didn't get on. I can't think of that either.
I don't think I told you guys anything.
Yeah, you probably told us a lie.
I think I purposely avoided you guys so I wouldn't have to lie.
So you wouldn't have to lie.
Ooh, let me turn my phone off.
True friends.
And yeah, so I'm dead tired, bro. I watched this movie and I'm up. I should have been in bed and what happens 4 in the morning, 3:34 in the morning, my mom calls and she says, hey, my youngest Gabe, he's having a coughing fit, bring his defibrillator.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened. But that's not what I want to that's not what I've been saving for the show, excuse me.
Yeah.
So you guys remember last year? Was it last year? Last year, my truck, the back window on my truck broke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how it happened. I know. Oh, yeah, I was moving the couch.
Yeah.
And I slammed. Yeah. So I was moving the couch, slammed the back windshield on my truck on the couch edge of the couch. It shattered.
Yeah.
Got that fixed. God is good. Got that fixed. No problem. Didn't have to pay a penny out of pocket. Shout out to Patrick. And no big deal. Today, I stopped at the grocery store, man, to pick up some popsicles for my wife. She has a real bad sore throat, had a cold, so she said, "Just give me some popsicles." No problem. grab some popsicles, grab some food for the kids. I go to the parking lot to load the groceries up, pop the glass hatch, because with my truck you can open up the total hatch or just the glass part of it.
Yeah.
Open the glass part of it, and the whole hatch or the glass part comes out in my hands, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, so I'm trying to hold this glass, this windshield, so I don't drop it, and it's dangling by the cord that's used to heat the windshield.
Yeah.
So it's dangling, and I'm trying to balance this, and then my cart starts to roll away into traffic.
Yeah, it does. Funny movie time.
So I got the glass or the windshield in my hand, and I reach out with my foot to grab the cart, and I'm just sitting here like, what the hell do I do next, bro?
I would pay $1 million to see that.
Bro,
that's straight out of a movie.
It was. And I'm just sitting there, and I know people coming to their car looking at me like, look at this idiot, you know?
Because what are they doing? Instead of going to help you, rush to help you,
nobody.
Hands in the pocket, phones coming out, video recording is going
there
out.
It is.
YouTube.
Now, one person offered to help me, bro. Terrible. So, all right. So what happened? So I'm trying to, I got the cart. A couple of times I had to grab the cart from rolling away. And it's real windy today, mind you. Perfect, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, I'm looking at this windshield trying to figure out why the heck it came off. And I was like, all right, the screws at the top, they rusted. The truck is 13 years old. So I know that they had to do some stuff to fix it when it broke the first time.
Yeah.
The guy told me. This time they just rusted off. It was just time to get them replaced.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's still halfway attached to the truck, bro. So it's not like I could just take it and slip it in the back of the truck and be done with it.
Yeah.
No, I gotta figure out while holding the cart.
Yeah.
How to put this thing down so it doesn't shatter. Because the biggest thing is you don't want the glass to shatter.
Yeah.
Because everything else you can fix.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm working it, and I got lucky. It popped. Like the arm, the pressure arm where, it kind of it slows it from going up and down. One of them popped off.
Okay.
I was like, okay, cool. So now I was able to kind of put half of it inside. And, put half of it inside. I sat it down where it wouldn't crack anything, put the groceries in the car, came back and looked at it. I was like, oh, man, I can't get this other piece off.
Yeah.
Drove home with my blinkers on, probably about 5 miles maybe. Anyway, so I get home and I figured it out, got the windshield off and stuffed it in the back of the truck. And once again, I got tape and plastic on the back of my truck.
You're that guy.
I still hadn't took the tape off from the last time it got fixed, bro. So I got like a inch thick worth of duct tape going around the back of my car, man.
That guy.
I'm that guy. I'm that guy that I used to make fun of, bro.
What goes around comes around.
What goes around comes out. Something cool happened.
Yeah.
On my way home, if you've listened to some of the shows, you guys have heard us talk about our faith. So the first thing I say is, listen, I just put brakes on this thing. I think I got to go put brakes on the front of the truck.
Yeah.
This windshield thing happened. Yeah. The truck is 13 years old.
Yeah.
Something popped off last summer that was under the truck.
Yeah.
I just threw it in the garage and kept moving. If the truck starts and keeps going, I'm good.
Yeah.
This truck starts like it started on day one. No engine problems ever, man. I praise God for that. But I'm sitting out there looking at this windshield, figuring out how I'm going to do this. And this old man walks by, bro. No lie.
Yeah.
He's got to be about 80, 85 years old. And he walks up to me.
He's about 15 years past due, isn't he?
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because he comes down the sidewalk, goes up to me, puts his hand out, and fist bumps me.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody puts their hand out, you automatically kind of put your hand out to fist bump, right?
Yeah. That's the law.
It's just a law, bro. He says this. He goes, puts his hand out, he said, I survived 3 strokes.
Yeah.
They told me I wasn't going to make it, but look at God.
Yeah.
Just like that, bro. I'm like,
boom.
Okay, so, you talking God, I'm talking God. Yeah, hallelujah, amen.
Yeah.
He threw out a scripture, Mark 24 something. And then he gave another. He said, they told me I had, I wasn't going to make it. I only had a few more days or whatever to live. He said, but God told me I had 3 more years. He was like, look at me now.
Yeah.
And then he was like, Matthew 21:21. I said, cool. And then he just kept walking.
Yeah.
Just like that. And so I'm like, okay, all right.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
85-year-old dude, he had to be. And I was like, okay, I just prayed about getting a new car. And here it is. This old man came along and he dropped Matthew 21. And it basically says, if you have faith, you can receive what you ask for. And I'm just like, wow, that kind of blew me too. So all in all, man, it was a real cool experience, bro. I'm not tripping about the truck. That can be fixed.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because, like I said, I prayed for a car.
Oh,
hey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bentley.
This dude came by. I was like, hey, ask and you shall receive. And just kept walking. I'm like, and so me, not to get too spiritual, but the Bible says sometimes we entertain angels and don't know it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying this dude was an angel, but I'm not saying that he wasn't.
What if that was your opportunity for a new car? What if you were supposed to choke him out, take his keys?
He was an old man walking.
Yeah, but he could have stroked out. You could claim he stroked out. Boom. Keys, new car. He has no family. Bam, done.
I think the opportunity was for me to pray for you for even thinking of something like that. No, but that's it, man. That's all I've been saving for the show. That excited me, man. I love to, to hear stories of faith. This dude survived 3 strokes, and they told him he was done.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah. He said, God told me I had 3 more years. And he was just like, threw his hands up like, like, look at me now. Look at me now. And he was walking. Look at me now.
Yeah.
People who have strokes, bro, they not walking. 3 strokes?
Yeah.
Nah. So it was a great testimony, man. I was just like, just that easy, dude. No prompting. Just walk right up and just spit it at me. Yeah. Boom.
Well, once the show takes off or we get enough money to buy you a car, well, then we'll buy you a car.
I'm going to have a car before then. I'm believing that.
Oh, well, you don't think we're going to blow up next week? Is that what you're trying to say?
Boom, boom. It don't matter. My blessing is not dependent upon what we do on this show. So, you said a Bentley? I should be
Bentley.
Nah, man, we'll see what happens. But I'll come back hopefully with a praise report to tell you guys, hey, I got that new whip.
Got that new whip. Got them 22s.
Right, I'm not putting 22s on there.
Okay.
23! Them Michael Jordans.
15s in the back. Boom, boom, boom.
LeBron James. All right, so let's hit the break real hard. And then we'll be right back. Controversy?
Yeah.
All right. So we rocking it. You kids hear what they hear.
Yeah.
We get out the car, going up to my grandma's house that we never went to. Well, I never was really close to. We get on the steps to go inside. My auntie opens the door and I'm singing a song. And I go, count your pussy.
Oh.
She just breathes, bro. And you got to understand, my grandmother was a minister. And here I am on the porch screaming, count your pussy. Because I thought that's what Prince was saying.
Welcome back to episode 19 of Fantasy Friends. The real episode 19.
The real episode 19. Not none of that foolery. You know what I'm saying? This that Thug Street 19.
We got flooded. Like thousands of people saw me on the street. And they were like, yo, man, that was episode 18. You're trying to trick us. Because they know we're trying to get to episode 20. Because we're going to do something big. And a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. You don't even know. I know it's going to be something big.
The 2 people who should know, they don't even know.
They don't even know. So we're going to get into childhood memories. We're going to get... When this subject came up, I think it was getting to know a little bit about Merc.
Getting to all about you. Getting to know you.
Oh, keep going. You can keep going.
If I knew the rest, I would.
So let me ask you this, Merc.
Ask away.
How many, if you could pick 5 childhood memories, what is the ratio of good to bad?
Ooh. We try to forget the bad stuff, right?
But isn't that what kind of builds us? Right? These childhood memories?
Yeah.
I mean, you hold on to them for a reason.
I think I told you probably the worst childhood memory I had on the previous show where I almost drowned and died.
Yeah.
So it don't get any worse than that, bro. Seriously,
that wasn't a joke. That was for real.
That was for real.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. We all took it as a joke.
Nope, that was my life, which is not a joke. Yeah, that's probably the worst. Now, I do have a favorite birthday memory.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so let me tell you that one. All right, so
what age are we turning here?
So I was turning 11.
Ooh, the big 1-1.
The big 1-1. So, really cool birthday. My parents had just bought their first home. The home they had before they inherited from my grandparents.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we moved into a new neighborhood, right?
Yep.
And my birthday's in October, so this is right at the beginning of the school year.
Okay, so October what? Not that I'm writing it down because I don't know it, because I know it. I just for the fans.
The beginning of October.
Yeah, like what day specifically though?
Like the first few days in October.
Like what specifically though?
That's irrelevant to the story.
Just go to Facebook here. When's his birthday?
If you followed me on Facebook, you would know my birthday. But here's how cool my parents were. So I've told you my parents were young.
Yep.
We just moved from an old neighborhood to a new neighborhood, and I lost all my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 11 years old, all my friends gone.
No, like, it's not funny. It's just like your face.
Why are you laughing at my misery?
You were sad. And all my friends were doomed.
All my friends. It's all my friends. All of them. Thug tear. So all my friends were gone. My best friend at the time, though, actually, we went to school together, but he did not he didn't live in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
His parents actually brought him to our school.
Okay.
You know, I don't know why they did that, because they were leaving like a good neighborhood.
You were butthurt that you lost all your friends.
Yeah. You know, I should go back and ask him. I want to know why you guys left a good neighborhood to go to a school in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, I guess a school, just because it's in a bad neighborhood doesn't mean the school is bad.
Potato.
I have no idea why they had their kid going to this school, but he was my best friend, man.
Yeah.
And so anyway, it's my 11th year birthday party. I got no friends, so my mom was like, invite all your cousins. Now all my cousins, they're all younger than me.
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay, I got a couple of older cousins, but all the male cousins were all a year younger than me, 2 years younger than me. But my mom said invite them anyway. Yeah. Cool. Come on in. You guys, all you're gonna do is break my toys. Come on. The bench knows. The bench is laughing right now because he knows. Our place was always the place for parties.
Yeah.
Always. And we knew when our cousins were coming over that we would hide our toys.
You
and my
have
mom
to,
would think,
right?
You have to hide your toys.
Because if they're not broken, they go missing.
They go missing or they're going to be broken. And so with it being Patrick, me, and DaVinci, we had every toy.
Yeah.
We were smart toy kids. Like when Christmas came, we're no doubling up. Listen, you get this toy, I get this toy.
Yeah.
We make out like bandits. So we had a nice toy collection. So anyway, you put your toys up, you hit them because your cousin was coming. So it was my 11th year birthday. She said, bring all your cousins over. I'm like, all right, But they were there, dude. It had to probably be about 12 of them. Did not care.
Yeah.
I spent probably the first 2 hours of that birthday party because it was going to be a sleepover.
Yeah.
I spent the first 2 hours in the window waiting for my best friend to show up.
Wow.
I'm not lying, bro. I am not lying. Listen, the president.
Is this the best? Because this sounds really depressing. You have no friends. I could just picture like this big, what do you call those big bay windows? And you're sitting there and it's a black and white scene. And then you just see tears rolling down your cheeks. And it starts snowing outside, even though it's October.
October. Actually, it was a single window. And it was sad. It wasn't even a big bay window. But, and I kept going to the blinds, open it.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the blinds, open it. So about 2 hours, and I got my cousins over there tearing up my toys.
Yeah.
Didn't even care, bro.
You just went.
My friend Dakari was not there.
Yeah.
And because he was not there, I wasn't celebrating my birthday, bro.
That's sad.
And my parents had ordered I want to say it was Pizza Hut. Anyway, had pizzas, dude. 20 pizzas.
Yeah.
You know, we had 20 pieces. We had our blankets and pallets laid out and all of that. I think we had an Atari at the time, so everybody's playing, having a good time.
Yeah.
Not me. I sat in that window, bro, until my best friend Dakari pulled up, and when he pulled up, bro, it was on.
It was party
like
time.
Donkey Kong, bro. It was on like Donkey Kong, bro. You know, raise the garage, whatever, because we had the walkout garage that led to the street or whatever. Man, he came in, you know. I was like, cool, we could do whatever now. So then it became kind of a cool part. Now, what made it even cooler was the next morning, man. And this is something I'll never forget. You're talking about childhood memories.
Yeah.
It's morning time. I go upstairs, man, and my parents, God bless them, they have all 4 eyes on the stove cooking.
Yeah.
And 2 of them, they're making pancakes.
Yeah.
And in one of the skillets, my mom probably got like, 10 pounds of bacon just going, bro. Just and on the table is already food cooked and the orange juice, and then the other one she's doing eggs, bro, and they're humping like an assembly line in there because they got all these kids to feed. And they're throwing down, bro, and I just kind of sat there. I got chills now talking about it, man.
Yeah.
You know, and just watching it, and I was like, dude, my parents are so effing cool, bro.
That's
so
awesome.
Cool. So they made sure that I had a good time, and I think a lot of it had to do with, hey, we just pulled this boy away from all his friends. Because I was a kid who had a ton of friends.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, we'll roll with that. Believe that. Had a ton of friends, man, and we just took this kid away from all his friends. He's starting in a new school in the 6th grade, and you know, and it's like we gotta do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was probably my coolest birthday. Do you have a birthday that you remember that was pretty cool?
Oh man, the one birthday I remember, we talked about a little bit, which was the Power Ranger birthday.
This is the Power. Is this the one where you get the bike or get the?
No, this is the birthday where, you know, I love the Red Ranger.
Right.
So I want to dress up. I want to have a Power Ranger birthday, you know?
Now I remember.
And
yes.
so they didn't have the money to get like a cool costume. So they go to like the dollar store, which I don't even know if there was a dollar store back then. It's probably called something else.
Probably like Woolworths or someplace like that.
So this is the Red Ranger outfit, and it only went down to like maybe where my ankle bone was.
It's blooded.
And
you
then
had the stiff plastic when it blooded.
And then it had the button up at the top of the neck, but it had the slit that went all the way down to like your butt crack.
And so it was open, kind of like the things they give you at the hospital, gown.
So it's kind of like a one size fits like 5 ages, you know.
Yeah.
And
ages
then
1 to 30.
the mask, I thought it was so cool, but the mask was so cheap that it actually, the mask mold itself had the hanger molded on it to where you hung the mask up on displays.
That's extra cheap, bro. That's not even dollar store, bro.
What company makes a mask molded for the hanger that's display at the store?
There's
so
like, this
I had
is
that, man,
the low poverty level.
So I had that, man, but that was one of my fondest birthday memories because the pictures that were there. Right. I'm sure I had a lot of really good birthdays, a lot of good things that popped, but I think it was because there were 4 boys. It was kind of chug it along, and my birthday really falls 5 days after Christmas, so nobody wants to celebrate my birthday. Nobody wants a Christmas, birthday guy ruining Christmas.
No.
And that's what I felt. I felt like I ruined Christmas when my birthday came.
They kind of like, we'll get you at New Year's, dude. Just hold on.
Yeah.
One more day, we'll get you.
It was, oh, well, honey, we got you your toys. We put your birthday presents with your Christmas. No, you didn't. Because I counted. There were 6 presents that I got. He got 6 presents. He got 6 presents. Where's my presents? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This mask, this is one of those masks that when you put it on, you just knew you were gonna cut yourself.
Yeah, you would cut yourself.
Because it was so thick. Yeah.
Yeah, that was exactly this mask.
Yeah.
But thinking about it, man, when we went to see my dad's side of the family, my grandma, when she was alive, she would always go out of her way to make me feel like part of, because I honestly, man, I grew up, I never felt part of that side of the family. They all lived together and grew up together. We just visited once a year.
Right.
So for me, it was like, and I don't know if, anyone really liked me because, my mom pulled my dad up there, away from the family. So I just didn't feel like I really belonged there. And I didn't really.
Then you had that high pitched voice, and we didn't really know where you stood. And,
they're like, is he a girl? Is he a guy? We don't know.
You're real hairy, so you're kind of like an ugly girl, but a funny looking guy.
With like one of the girls with the furry mustache.
Yeah, with the furry mustache. It's funny that you mentioned that, man, because we were real close to my dad's mom, but my mom's mom, not so much.
Yeah.
And all my cousins were actually on my mom's side.
Yeah.
Because my mom had 4 or 5 sisters, 2 brothers. They had kids everywhere. I got so many cousins on that side that you don't even try to keep count.
It's like a black family. It's like a big, proud black family.
It really is. But we weren't close to that side of our family. We just weren't. And they all lived in the neighborhood that we grew up in.
Yeah.
But my brothers and sisters and I, we were kind of we were compartmentalized, and I think a lot of it had to do with because we were the only grandkids, quote unquote, that my dad's mom had.
Yeah, yeah.
And bro, we got bikes every year. We got new bikes, bro.
Look at you.
Bro, we got new bikes. She would send us homemade jam and that's where my Zamunda fantasy comes from. My grandmother, she laid us out, bro. And then of course the summertime we would spend with her in Arkansas. So I get it. We really weren't close to my mom's side of the family.
Yeah.
But that's where all my cousins were, and you would think I would be. Now DeVent, he's a little bit closer because he had more cousins his age, I guess.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I can't even say that because I had cousins I don't know. It was just weird, man.
Yeah. No,
just weird.
Trust me, we're in the same boat. It's weird because you think you should be with those cousins and you should be having a good time, but it's almost awkward. It's almost like now the equivalent of you hanging out with Tina's best friend's husband just because you know what I mean? Just because they're married and now you guys gotta get along.
I gotta do that?
Yeah. No, that's
hey, won't you give Bob a call?
Bob, the toenail guy, never clips his toenails.
Xbox Bob, he plays Xbox. Okay, all right. Let's keep it moving. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Did you go to school not high school? Did you go to dances at school?
No.
Junior high and high school?
No,
you didn't go to any school dances?
No.
Really?
Because I don't know if people know this or not. I don't think I ever brought it up. I never graduated high school.
They know now.
Yeah. My last grade completed was the 9th grade.
Oh, ninth. Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't go to, I'm sure there was, but it was more about school, good grades, football. School, good grades, football. That's what it was about. I didn't really have any girlfriends or anything like that. So,
right. So, but
I can't even recall a middle school dance. I really can't. I can't. Maybe I wasn't invited. Maybe I was a loser. Was I a loser growing up? Oh, it's terrible.
Was that a rhetorical question? Because I don't think you want me to peel back that Band-Aid.
Let's just call it rhetorical and move on.
You're not a loser now, and that's what matters, okay?
Yeah.
You're cool now.
Yeah.
You grew into your head. That's what matters.
Yeah,
okay?
That's it. I grew into my teeth. Dude, I had big teeth.
Bucky.
Oh,
Bucky the Beaver.
Buck tooth.
We had school dances, man.
Yeah.
And that was terrifying.
Was it like Tootsie Road, like Two Live Crew? Was it those kind of dances? You
are a couple years early. So you're probably about 6 years too early.
Okay.
So 6th grade. is
Yeah.
when they first started having these dances,
Yeah.
bro. So again, by this time I had friends. It didn't take much to make friends. Guys that I'm still friends with today. So I got friends, but we would go to these school dances, man. And the first thing you had to do when you went to the school dance was pick out your outfit.
Yeah.
Because this was
See?
after school. You know what I mean? So you can't wear what you wear to school. You had to.
Yeah, exactly. You got to go change, right?
Now, growing up in a black neighborhood, hey, that was pressure, bro. Because now you got to look cool. You got to have the cool jeans and the cool shoes and the cool. Ugh.
Yeah.
Bro, I was a wallflower for about 3 years. I probably went to maybe 4 dances.
Yeah.
I probably danced a total of maybe 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Total.
That was it.
That was it. I was a wallflower, bro.
Yeah. No, man. With me, there wasn't any. I can't recall. Maybe I just didn't care about them that much. Now, did you care about the dances? Was it something that like everybody was doing it, so you had to do it?
All my friends were doing it, so yeah, you wanted to kind of be there, and you wanted to think that you were brave enough to step out there and dance, because other kids was out there doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now it wasn't like I couldn't dance, because I could dance.
Yeah,
I could dance, do all the music, do all the stuff, could break dance and all that stuff, but
Merc break dancing,
bro, I will pop lock, don't stop, pop that rock.
Can you remember the song or songs that you danced 4 minutes to during those dances?
Not one bit, but I'm gonna tell you what I can remember. It was a slow slow song.
Oh yeah.
And a girl in the 7th grade should not have a booty that big. That's all I'm gonna say. The 90s and the 80s were rough. Yeah, dude, that was. I mean, look, if we're gonna be real, we're gonna be real. So the whole point of going to the dances was to get your feel on, right?
Yeah.
So the slow song came on. You got the little girl that liked you, and you got out there and you tried to scoop as much as her butt into your hands, because that was the one time that
you can do it.
You can do it because look, the lights were dark and. She kind of wanted it. You wanted it, and you got away with it for one song.
I can just picture all those girls just rolling their eyes. They're like,
bro,
you wouldn't think that there was a huddle on the other side of the gym where they're like, listen, they're going to grab some booty. All right. We know it's going to happen.
I want my booty grabbed.
And then you had LaShonda, who loves getting her booty grabbed.
Yeah. With nobody grabbing her booty. She's just out there with everybody. But then nobody wants LaShonda booty.
Everybody's had LaShonda's booty.
Everybody's, you're right. Yeah, but that's what it was, bro. And I think that's why we went. I think that was the whole point, was to kind of play that touchy-feely game with the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we were hypersexualized to be in the 6th grade.
Yeah, 6th grade.
Yeah.
You disgust me.
Yeah, and high school was even worse. Because in high school, you thought you were grown in high school, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, you didn't go to no school dance.
No,
so prom,
man.
junior, and turnabout. And
no junior.
What the hell did you do? So you're 14 in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
What did you do for the next 4 years until you go to the service?
I tell you what, school for me was go in there, not act a fool, not get whippings for acting a fool.
Just survive.
Good grades, because that was one thing that I can say, and it's not even a pat on the back for me, is I was always in excelled classes. I was always in.
Okay. Gotcha.
I was taken in a program, I think it was the 2nd grade, where I think it was once a month or once every 2 weeks. I don't know what it was. But a school bus would come and get all the smart kids, the super smart kids.
And school bus, was it
short? It wasn't a short bus.
Okay, I'm just clarifying.
Special kids. So,
just wanted to make sure that your parents were like, no, you're smart. This is for the smart kids, Chris.
So this
you
bus.
go.
So this bus.
Here's your helmet.
The helmet.
Sorry.
So the bus would come, jokes. Right? And it would pick me, and I think there was one other person from the school up, and it would go to all these elementaries, and I'd go to, I believe it was called Clarkston Elementary. And then you would be there for I think it was like 2 or 3 hours, and you would do these projects and you would do this. I'm not going to say it was like testing, but it was like building things, and it was all really like constructive type work. It wasn't
Right.
And they made
Right.
it really fun, where you think you're just
Right.
building something, but then they're sitting there back there analyzing. They're like, oh, okay, well,
So
well,
do
Chris,
you
why didn't
think-
you do this? Or why didn't you do that? And I was like,
Right.
So, but that's that's when I guess people knew that I was special without the helmet.
Well, we gonna need some forgiveness for that one. So, do you think that you were being set up to be sent to like the FBI or like the
No,
CIA
I don't know,
or
man. I don't think
something
that
like that,
deep.
bro?
No. I had some really cool things that we did there and projects and stuff.
Like what though? Like did they inject you with needles?
No,
Did they hook you up to machines? I'm trying to figure out.
No, it was
What
just like one task that we'd go there is we would actually have stations that we rotated on. So one of them was
Okay.
like you would construct this thing and you would see how slow you could get one ball to move from point A to point B. And then you'd
Okay.
have another where you're building a what do they call them? What were those trifold poster board projects, like the science?
Yeah, I know
project?
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
the
so
tech
I
book.
remember doing something on like birds or something, and then moved on to another one, and then you do something with, clay, and then you move over to a computer, and so you were doing all these tasks that seemed really fun, but it
Right.
was more for developmental purposes, and I don't know if it's
I'm sorry, for what type of purposes?
developmental. Is that a word?
It's a word that probably really describes you more than we think it does.
So I was like a mouse in a maze.
That's what it sounds like. You experimented on.
Yeah.
I think you should sit down with your parents and ask them how they got that new car.
Yeah, right?
Just-
Like, what if there's a trigger, and the trigger, like, once that signal goes off, like, that's it.
Oh.
I just start murdering people.
Bro, I'm sitting there just random. Does Merc have Tourette's? Because I'm just yelling out stuff, bro. Crayon, red pineapple. I can make a booger talk. Nothing.
That's not it. Dang.
That's not it. Right.
And that's the word, dang. It's not-
Right. Dang. I mean, the next time I call you, you'll be at the Children's Museum.
Yeah.
The blue monkey jumps over the red fox.
But no, that was it, man. Like me, school-wise, it was that. And then middle school, I was in excelled classes. And then even high school, I was in pre-AP. And
Right.
for me, man, that's all it was. It was getting good grades, and it was playing football. That was it. It was all
Right.
about football. Like you
Right.
could not do anything but focus on football. That's it. And so that's how we grew up. Yeah, I didn't have time for classes or for anything extra. I didn't have time for girlfriends. I didn't do this or that. I was focused up until probably 9th grade, where I just got bored of school and just walked out.
Dude, there was no missing school when I was a kid, bro.
Yeah.
My parents playing that jack. Dude, look, when report card day came, because you would stay at home and your parents would go pick it up and then come back,
Yeah.
we got up that morning. It was a routine, bro. We were cleaning house.
Yep.
We were ironing clothes. We were painting the house.
Everything.
Whatever we needed to do to please our parents, bro, it was done.
Yeah.
Because we weren't trying to get yelled at for bad grades, and we all got good grades, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
My sister, she was a little shaky for a while, but now she's the one with 3 degrees,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, man, hey, let's hit a break, then let's come back. And I want to ask you, what did you do from 14 to 17? Because you went to the service at 17, right?
I went in when I turned 19.
So you had 5 years of around. What the hell were you doing for 5 years? These are the hidden years, bro. We'll be right back. Got your pussy. And she looked at me and was like, "No." That's my Prince story.
Count your pussy.
Count your pussy. Hey, welcome back. Episode 19. It is juicy. Go.
So you were asking me about where these hidden years were and where these
Oh,
things.
they're the hidden years of Magellan. Yes, between let me set it up.
Okay.
Between the ninth grade,
Yep.
freshman year,
Yeah.
and the day you enrolled into the military.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
These are the hidden years.
Yes.
I need to know what happened.
Well, I worked a lot. Believe it or not, I really wanted to work. Even down to, I will roll into this, but I just want to shout out to Mom, and hopefully you don't get arrested for this, but my mom took my birth certificate.
Yes.
And she made a copy of it.
Right.
Okay. She took that copy.
She going to jail. You going to jail.
She took
Miss Mags, you going to jail. I cannot wait. They're coming to get you.
She took that copy and she whited out the 5. I was born in 85.
Right.
She whited that out, made another copy. All right. Took that copy and she put it in a typewriter.
Right.
For those of you who don't know, that's something that I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know what a typewriter is.
It's before computers.
Yeah, it's before. So she put in a typewriter and she put 4 on there.
Ooh.
So
do you know how old you really are?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Are you sure?
Positive. The reason why is because I wanted to work so bad. Right. I just wanted to make money. I wanted to work. I hated school. And this was when I was, 15 years old, but I couldn't legally work. So she did that, and I got a job at the movie theaters, which is awesome. This is awesome. Dude, I had this huge flashlight. And I'm talking, this was one of those, what are were they, mag lights?
Yeah, the mag lights. Yeah.
So we're talking about, no joke, this thing was like a 12-inch mag light. And I had a belt. So imagine a movie theater, right? I had my black pants. I had to have a white shirt. I had my black vest, and I had to have a bow tie. So now I have my belt on. Now I have a belt. I have a belt flashlight holder. Right. So I'm walking around, and this thing is dangling down to my kneecap. And dude, I am the only one. This is not a part of the gear. I decided that when I got this job that I was going to have a big flashlight like the old school guys. So I was the only one walking around with the flashlight, man, dude. And I was pulling it out and I was checking tickets with it. And it was super bright too.
You're such a geek, dude.
I'm sitting there, I'm checking tickets and I'm over there and I'm going in the movie theater in the middle of it. I'm shining the light like I'm actually doing something.
Like your security?
To do that. No, there's no reason. I just wanted to pull my flashlight out.
And they let you get away with it, huh?
Yeah, they didn't care. Dude, movie theater. So shout out to Mom. I hope you don't go to jail.
Or get audited.
Yeah.
You get audited.
So that's really what happened after 10th grade. I decided I was just done, man. I didn't care about school. I thought it was very unfair that why should I have to attend school and why should I have to do homework? My biggest thing is why do homework when I can ace this test? No big deal.
Right.
Because it was just, when I was there, I was soaking in the knowledge, whatever, paying attention, done. Why do the homework when I could just take me to the test, the finish line, let me cross it? That's it.
Man, there's so many kids that feel like you feel today. In fact, I know my son feels that way. Yeah. My kid, he's an honor student. And, we've heard the horror stories that we've been having with him in school and just not doing the work. But then he gets his report card and it's A's and B's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Up and down the road. So it's like, but you did it.
Yeah. No, my parents, especially my mom, decided that there was no point in pushing me to do this, that I wasn't going to do it. I was going to make things worse. Right. And she just thought, her and my dad just thought, hey, listen, just let him work. If he wants to work and make money, fine. Let him work. Keep him out of trouble. What do we got to do? Then we have the alternative school. All right. So now I'm in this alternative school.
There's now alternative school for our neighborhood was usually reserved for the bad kids.
These were the bad kids.
Yeah, these were like the kids who, okay, we suspended you 3 times. You need to really get out of this building and go be Okay.
That was
These were
it.
your
Like you got kicked out of the independent school district and now you were at an alternative school. There's no way you're getting back into a regular school.
And there was nothing else after this. After this, it was just prison.
Exactly.
You were like halfway to prison when you went to alternative school.
Yeah.
The way I understood it.
So this is actually pretty funny because growing up in middle school, and I'm going to wrap back around to this alternative school. In elementary, I was in one school, and I remember going to this one school. It was all Hispanic school. It was majority Hispanic, and there was this girl named Jessica Martinez. All right,
so she was, I've never met an ugly Jessica, by the way. But go ahead.
She was like my crush, right?
Yeah,
back at the school. So then I get taken out of the school, and then I get put into our neighborhood school, which is all black school. So,
makes sense. Okay.
So now I don't see her anymore, right? So 2-3 years
now it's Letitia. Letitia's your crush.
Yeah, now it's
okay.
Oh, Letitia.
Oh, Letitia's your crush now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So,
or Letitia came up to you and said, "You cute. You my boyfriend."
Yeah, you my boyfriend.
And you just like, okay.
Okay. More of my voice back then was like, okay.
You're gonna buy me lunch every week.
So for some odd reason, there was something that our independent school district did. This wasn't odd, but they did to where all the schools would meet once a year, all the elementaries, and kind of compete and show off and whatever. So every year, I always look for Jessica Martinez.
Yeah, Jessica.
All right. So this happened, I seen her a couple years. I seen her the couple years after, I left that school. Here's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Never saw her again. Go to this alternative school.
Yeah.
All right. So then I am sitting in this alternative school that I have to go to, which is there's no teachers. You basically get a packet, you fill out that packet, and you turn it in. They grade it, and this counts toward your credits. It's ridiculous.
So there are no teachers because they're trying to save the lives of the teachers. They're like, we just can't put teachers into a classroom with these rabid animals.
It's not. It's literally like walking into your work and cubicles everywhere. That's how it is.
Wow.
It's your desk. You're in this little square, this cubicle by yourself. Here's the packet. Shut up. Fill it out. And that's what an alternative school was.
So it's security guards, but no teacher. This is like prison, bro. This is pre-prison.
So here's the thing. All right. I'm a hot guy. I know that. We all know that. Oof, all right. Oof. So I was getting hit on left and right by all the chicks who were at this alternative school. All right.
By Letitia.
So there was this one chick that I remember. I think her name was, don't remember.
Okay. We'll call her Shanique.
Janet. Janet was her name. So
Janet doesn't sound like a ghetto name.
She was Filipino and she was pretty thuggish.
Got some tough gangs. Okay. Janelita.
So she was there and she was really nice. She was actually, we became friends, but I through some passing, Jessica Martinez was her friend and was at this alternative school. Dude,
Jessica was there too?
Yes. So
you can pick, boy. You can pick.
Here I go. Now this is what I'm thinking. All right. I'm thinking to myself one or two things.
Right.
This is a good thing, or this is a bad thing because she's in alternative school.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let you finish.
So, cutie pie, Jessica Martinez, like a very, very beautiful young girl. I remember. Dude, when I saw Jessica Martinez, I mean, it was over. Like, it was like all my like emotions and like the innocence was crushed. And it was like, it was done. I saw her and I was like, wow. So I was like, I'm going to go somewhere else. Yeah. So
Jessica, you created Jessica to be this dream girl.
Which, dude, for all the way through elementary, she was.
You built her up to be the one.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And now this is what's killing me is because you're passing judgment on Jessica for showing up in the very place that you're already there.
Yes. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We
Yeah,
took two
okay.
different life paths, all right?
No, you didn't. You showed up in the same alternative school.
But
You did not
here-
take two different life paths, bro.
So whenever I saw this Jessica Martinez, she still
no, it's
had...
just one.
She...
You're not gonna run Jessica's name in the mud. Listen, it's just one. How do you not know if Jessica was like, "Where's Chris?"
Yeah. Oh,
Where's
she wasn't.
And people
Trust
are like,
me, when
"Don't you know he's in the alternative school?" And she was like, "Well, how do you get there?" And they're like, "The only way you can get there is, you know,
Be
you got to
bad.
get thrown out of this school." And she just goes on like a week spree of just whipping ass, bro.
Yeah.
Just like every day she's beating up teachers, the lunch line ladies, anybody she can whoop just so she can find you.
I would be more than happy if that was the case.
Okay?
But
Because
when...
she showed up. So, you know, something did happen.
Yeah. So when I first saw her, the first thing that hit me, I knew without a shadow of a doubt,
Yeah.
I was like, hardcore drug user. First thing.
Wow.
And I could, and it was not judging, it was a fact that I pulled. You could just tell, like, dude, everything about her was crumbled and sunken in, and like her soul was gone. Like
she was just soulless,
had been
bro.
through
Wow.
a lot, you know.
Yeah. So do you think she got on the drugs after she got into the fights trying to find you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
You know,
what it
like
was.
she started using the drugs to ease the pain from
I would
fighting.
like to say that
all
was
these people.
when it was
from
to
trying
suppress
to-
her love for me.
Yeah, well, not suppress her love, but
Well,
just
she had
you know,
to, but because
she's bleeding and she's bruised up, and
so
she
you
needs
think
to.
she was just doing it for a pick me up?
Well, probably just to get through.
Yeah,
She like her heart's broken. She's physically beaten, and she stopped finding you, and then you know she
Yeah.
lands in this place. You know, this is really your fault, Chris.
I would say that it is. You know,
Yeah.
but like I always tell everyone else,
Mhm.
people make their own choices in life,
You just
and
not
that
gonna
was her choice.
take responsibility for this at
Her
all.
choice was that. My choice was to whatever and hopefully meet up to where she should have been and how she should have been. But
Okay,
that
so
wasn't the case.
did you ever approach Jessica and tell her how
Yes, I
you
did.
felt?
Yes.
Was she coherent?
Yeah. She was I guess you call him a spook. So
What
she
the hell is a spook?
so she actually huffed spray paint. That was her thing.
Oh,
So that was her
what
big
year is this? Because you know they quit huffing like a long time.
Oh, man.
No, they didn't. There was a whole epidemic of
Yeah.
huffing aerosol cans.
because you
I
remember
remember this.
they had to lock them in cages for years.
I remember,
Yes.
and they stopped selling spray paint
Mhm.
at certain store. Yes, because I
Yeah.
remember warning DeVinch, who's closer to you in age. I remember that. Hey, if your friends ask you to do this, don't.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yep.
Wow.
So she was through that whole phase. And I told her straight up, I was like, you know what? And I didn't have really room to talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you were there too.
Yeah. But
Selling
I
spray
never
paint.
felt like I was above anybody there. I just felt I was there for a different reason. I wasn't there because I fought. I wasn't there because I did drugs, because I did all these bad things. I was just there because I had by law to go to school and there was no other
Right.
choice.
Right.
So I didn't first and foremost, I didn't feel like I was above anybody here. But I told her straight up, I was like, look, you know, at one point in time I really did like you when I was back at the
No.
school.
You got to set the scene, bro. This
Okay,
is
so
the chick that
here's
you've
the-
had a crush
here's-
on your whole life. She
There is
showed
no-
up. She's
There is
been
no
through war.
magical scene. There is no here's the magical scene. There's this this big used to be a furniture store, no longer a furniture store. It's
And this is
all
where the
writ-
school is at.
Yeah, old furniture store.
Guys are in a warehouse going to school. This is rock bottom, dude.
So
This is
there's
rock
there's
bottom.
these little cubicle things, right?
Right,
These little
right.
there's big things with these sections, and so it's lunch break, and I'm there with Janet. Jessica's there.
Okay,
And-
hold on. I got to ask questions.
Yeah.
What's lunch like in the warehouse?
It's just get your meal,
is it just
eat
like
it,
fighting
shut
a
up,
rat
and
for
then
crackers,
get back
or-
to. That's all it was. It was, hey, get your lunch, get it. Like there was no lunch. There
Right.
was you bringing your own food, and if you didn't bring it, you didn't eat it.
You just didn't eat.
No, I mean there was a KFC next door. I mean, if you had money for that, you could go get it. Oh man.
So like you and Jessica, you guys like going rummaging through the garbage, eating like half like old biscuits.
Be like, oh, I don't know who didn't. Someone didn't finish this banana.
Whole meal. Jessica, did you want honey with your biscuit?
So there was no scene at all, man. It was.
Did you guys eat in the cubicles, or you just like sat on the floor somewhere?
It was after. It was like lunch was. Half of lunch was over. We're already done, so we're going back to the cubicles to work, which we weren't.
You shouldn't have cubicles in school, bro.
So
go ahead.
So me and Janet were there, and then Jessica rolls up, and then Janet decides to dip out because she thinks some things have to be, some feelings rekindled, which was not the case. And so we talked a little bit. I don't remember what it was, but I told her, I was like, I used to like you whenever I was, in elementary. Right. And so you could tell she was interested, and I was like, but man, like I didn't tell her.
What does she have to lose, bro? She's, they're calling her a spook. She's eating lunch out of the garbage can at KFC, going to school in the furniture warehouse.
Dude.
Of course she's interested, bro. She has nothing left. You are it. You are the shining light. You are the last ray of hope in this girl's life.
Yeah, and I had to crush her. I just didn't know it. But I was like, I told her, and I was like, yeah, and that was kind of it. It dwindled off because I didn't want to tell her it was because you're hardcore into sniffing spray paint.
Yeah,
that wasn't my cup of tea. But But that was kind of where we actually, that conversation, however it went, I don't remember. I know there was no emotion into it. It was basically, hey, you ruined your life, which means you ruined our lives together.
And did you meet Yaz the next day or something?
No.
On your way home, and she got the pretty dress on.
Yeah, right. Like my savior. So, but alternative school was there, did that whole thing, stopped going completely because that was BS. And I was like, you know what? I could go whenever I felt like it, did my GED and get done with it. Right. Like I was that intelligent to just do that. Now, granted, GEDs aren't that hard to get. Right. But I didn't have to study. I could go take the test, which is what I ended up doing. After alternative school, man, it was just work. It was, I worked at, I worked at Sonic for a week. Only fast food I shop. Dude, the dude who ran it, we always called him Debo. Right. Right.
Well, did you look like Debo?
He was Debo without the cock eye.
Oh my God.
And this dude was angry. He was, he was a guy who I knew through, I think through the alternative school.
Sure, of course.
I don't remember.
It only makes sense, bro.
But his dad ran the Sonic right up the block, right? Okay, so I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to get a job there. No big deal. And this could have been even maybe if I was still in school or not. But I worked at Sonic for a week because I had to quit. I had no choice. This dude would come in and flip out every day, just like Debo, dude. Like picking on his employees.
Dude. Yeah.
Dude,
oh my God.
He made me so nervous one day when he came in because he was throwing meat that we were cooking. Right? He was flipping meat and throwing it off because it wasn't done right or it wasn't done fast enough. He got me so nervous, dude. I was cooking sausage patties for the kids' meal burgers. So instead of feeding them mini hamburgers, I was feeding them sausage patties.
You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up.
And after that, man, I told him, I was like, hey, listen, man, I can't work here anymore. I just told him, I was like, I appreciate the opportunity, but you gotta move on.
Yeah.
Dude, I worked at a grocery store for a while.
I did that. That was my first real job, grocery store.
Grocery store? that was the first job, like when you were 16, grocery store.
That was it. The minute my birthday hit, minute I turned 16, I went up there, applied, and got the job. I started like a week later.
Did you do what everybody starts out doing, which is the bag boy?
I bagged groceries and push carts, bro.
Yeah, like that's all
Now,
you did starting out.
that's all I did. They would not move me up to because my best friend at the time, he got the job, but he was one of the guys, he was a stocker. I guess that's what they called it. They would straighten up the shelves. The grocery stores was real keen about all the labels facing the right way. And that's what he was, a facer is what they're called.
Oh, okay.
They were literally called facers.
Yeah.
And I wanted that job because they didn't have to wear ties. They got to wear like a nice smock or vest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but man, they were good. The grocery store job was good because it was a union job.
Yeah.
Got paid every week.
Yep.
And you can actually cash your check at the grocery store.
Yeah, that's always sweet.
You know what I mean? So that was sweet. I met my first, I say my first real girlfriend, or my first, real girlfriend, I would say.
Yeah.
At the grocery store. This is the girl I went to prom with and turnabout and homecoming with, which at the grocery store.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
she
then
was working there, or you just met her through there? You were bagging the groceries.
She was a bagger too.
You know what they say, one bagger deserves another bagger.
No, man, this was so my sophomore year. No, this was my junior year because I started school early.
Yeah.
I was 16 my junior year. So yeah, man, I did my thing, man. My senior year though, I was a bit of a playboy at that point. The 90s was rough. But yeah, what was cool about that job was they let me come back during the summer. So one summer I worked 2 jobs. I had a day job, and then at nighttime I was working there from like 6 to 12. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty cool, pretty laid back. They really worked with me, man. But I loved that job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that job. That's probably a really good childhood memory for me, was working at that place.
Let me ask you this. Let's hit a little reversal here.
Uh-oh.
Hit the switch. Can you remember your first fight? like
first real fight?
Like first fight in general. Like the first time you ever had a conflict with someone where you might have thrown like the wickedest like left hook that you thought, but it was really like a 2-finger face slap.
I think I fought my brother more than I fought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I had an older brother, of course, 3 years older than me, and maybe him and I probably tussled more than I did with anybody out in the streets. But I really had a lot of friends, bro.
Yeah. So you didn't...
and I was cool with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was kind of laid back, so I really didn't have to fight. The first real fight was probably in my new neighborhood, and it wasn't really a fight. I was on top of the dude so quick. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Here we go. It wasn't really a fight, right? So I was on top of him so quick, it was over.
I was, bro. I was. And then his brother came out, and I was, his brother tried to throw a kick at me, and I blocked that, and I still had the other guy down on the ground. But you got to figure at this point, because I played football, I've been playing football, man, since I was 6.
Yeah, so you're a bully at this point.
Yeah, well, when it comes to other kids, I was always stronger.
Yeah, you're bully.
You know what I mean? I didn't say I was a bully. I just said I was stronger.
Because you're over here talking about holding one guy down, his older brother, who was 22 at the time. You caught his foot and broke his ankle.
With one motion. No, it wasn't nothing like that, man. But that was probably the first real fight that I had. But I didn't get into fights, man. I just wasn't like...
hated fights.
Yeah. Like I said, I probably fought my brothers more than I fought anybody.
Yeah. And that was real emotion when you guys fought.
Yeah, dude, if I would probably try to kill my brothers if I could, because it's just pure emotions, bro. Like my older brother, he could be a bully.
Yeah.
And it was just because he was a freaking genius. So let's just get this out there. He was a genius, but then he knew it.
Yeah.
And this we always tried to act like it.
Oh,
and then there was that little brother, big brother syndrome, and I'm always looking to beat him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I remember one time, bro, and I love Trigger Rick. If you are listening, shout out to you. I love you.
Ooh, boy, after this podcast airs, you better lock your doors, keep your windows closed, because he is driving up there to confront you.
It had to be my freshman year, high school. We're in the basement. Trigger Rick and Patrick are playing Nintendo baseball.
Yeah.
All right. They've been on it, been dominating it. It's not even Patrick Nintendo. Yeah. It's me and DaVinci's Nintendo.
Yeah.
All right. But Trigger Rick and Patrick they done fell in love with this baseball.
Yeah.
And they're playing it every day. I'm down there. I got my cousin with me. I got my boys with me. And I'm just pissed because, Patrick's being a dick. He's being a dick. He's just being the biggest penis he can be So Rick's there, and I know it. I haul off. Boom! Smack Patrick as hard as I could. Right now my hand is still tingling. From because this was my chance to finally get back. And dude, I rocked. Dude, I felt the whole basement shake.
Yeah.
Boom! Turned around and I was out the door before
and he jumped run.
Up. I was a hit run. And he jumped up. Hey! And Trigger Rick grabbed him. Ugh. And like, nah, man, leave him alone. You kind of had that coming. Trigger Rick, I know you remember this. I love you for it. Shout out to you. You saved my life that day. Yeah, but that's one of my memories, man.
Dude, that makes me think of my older brother.
Yeah.
Because I didn't fight with my oldest brother, who was 6 years older than me. I always fought with my other older brother, who was 2 years older than me. Because, he was 1 grade ahead of me every year. So my oldest brother comes in, and at this time, man, I mean, he's, this is like, what is this, early 2000s, 90s? Regardless, he was a teenager, and he was high. He was high all the time. I mean, he loved being high. That was his thing.
The sticky icky. Right.
So he comes in, and I remember, you remember the Solo Flex?
Of course.
Do you remember that? Yeah. Back in the day where you had the little rubber things, the rubber weights, and then you'd stretch them out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we had a Solo Flex in my room, and it was just there because there's no other place in the house to have it.
Right.
So I'm sitting here and I'm eating, and this is the last piece of pie. It's my piece of pie. All right.
Yep.
So I'm eating the pie, and he wants to come in there and he wants to take a bite of it. Dude, I don't know what happened. I was watching TV, eating my pie. I was there. Yeah. I was right there standing up in front of the TV like a little kid does. Yeah. And he goes off and he takes a piece of my pie. Dude, that's the first time I ever recall snapping on anybody. And man, whatever snapped in me, he never wanted to see again. And when he listens to the episode, he's going to remember that day. Yeah. Because, dude, he was sitting on the Solo Flex, and man, I dropped that pie, and I don't care where I was going or what was happening, but I lunged into him.
He turned red.
And I lunged into him, grabbed him, dude, and we went over the Solo Flex.
Oh my God.
Dude, and it was just balling out. And I don't remember what happened. He quit, or like he was like, hey man, he didn't know what hit him. He was like, I just want a piece of pie, and you just snap on me.
You had some stuff on your mind that day, huh?
So I don't know what it was. But that's the first time I ever snapped on someone, where all my aggression, I was like, no more. This is my pie. I went to get the paper plate. Yeah. I went to get the last pie. Yeah. And it's on my plate. It's my pie.
There comes a day you got to defend your pie, bro. Seriously, there comes a day that you get fed up and you're just like, no more.
That was the day.
And he suffered for it.
And it was funny, man, because I was the same way. I always fought with my brothers. Like, that's what you do as brothers. You fight. There's so much testosterone and hormones when growing boys. Right. But I remember one Saturday morning, I walked outside. Never seen this kid in my life. All the neighborhood kids were there. And this is the thing to do in the neighborhood. One of the things that we did was sideline hit football.
What's that?
where we played street football, but you couldn't
Yeah.
hit anyone unless it was sideline into the grass. Because no one
Oh,
wanted
got you.
no one wanted to attack on the street, you know.
No.
No one
Right.
messing up their jeans or anything.
Right.
So,
Okay, no, that makes sense.
so we did that. We did sideline hit football. We jumped in the creek, which now is not as big as it used to be, but we used to stand up on the road and we used to jump over all these crumbled rocks into this creek. And that was the thing to do. We jumped off a roof of houses. We did backflips off the wall, which was the wall by my house.
Okay.
And one of the other things that we did in the neighborhood was we just fought. We liked to fight.
Y'all just bad.
Yeah, we just fought. That's what you did. You fought in the neighborhood.
We didn't do that in my neighborhood. Just being honest, bro.
Never saw this guy, but apparently he lived at all the way on the opposite side of the street to the right.
Okay.
From my house.
Right.
So he's there in my front yard, and I walk out. This is the first thing I see on a Saturday morning. All the neighborhood kids are in my yard.
Do you turn off the cartoons and just walk out just like I'm whipping some butt today?
Well, here's
that morning.
Here's my thing is because I was so little, I never fought in the neighborhood till then. Well, not even then, because what happened is this kid was there, and dude, this kid looked like the most innocent kid, my age, that you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey man, he was talking smack about you. He said this about your mama. They were just stirring it up. And I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, he said that?
And like your high pitched voice.
Yeah. What? He said that? So they're sitting there, they're trying to edge it on, man. They're just getting there.
Of course, bro. They
want to see it fight right now. Right. And I was just like, you know what, man? I'm not going to believe you guys. And they wanted it so bad. They were so disappointed that we didn't fight. But me and that guy became friends for a little bit before he became weird, and then I stopped hanging out with him. He wasn't like a neighborhood kid, man. His grandma was the one who owned the house, and so he was only there for so often, so he wasn't a real... Right.
Yeah.
But so that was weird, man, because just walking out and people wanting you to fight. They're like, hey, man, get him. Hey, he said this, he did that, and this. And you're like, dang, man, you really... And it's getting you emotional, so you almost want to start fighting just to get it out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I can't take this pressure. I got to hit somebody.
I got to hit somebody.
So I don't remember that guy's name, man, but he didn't deserve getting punched.
He deserved what happened to him?
No. I was worried though, because I didn't fight until would have been my first fight. And I was nervous because if I did do this, I didn't want to lose.
Oh no.
Especially because my older brother he fought everybody all the time, and he never lost.
The man on the block. He had a rep, so he had to kind of rep.
So I couldn't do it. I was like, oh man, I can't do this, and that's maybe why I ended up not fighting him, because I didn't want to lose.
You went it right. Yeah, fighting is weird. It was like a rite of passage. I don't think parents get that now, but back then it was kind of like a rite of passage. Yeah. They don't want to fight. Yeah, where nobody was shooting and stuff like that. Mm-mm. That didn't happen until we got older, but. This has been a good episode, man. We could probably talk about childhood memories all night. Because now that you're starting to bring stuff up, things are coming back to me. And it's just like
that's how it goes.
Yeah. Then I gotta start naming names, and I don't want to do all that.
Jessica Martinez.
But overall, man, I had Jessica, or AKA the Spook. Do you? I want it. Well, you don't. But you don't look up people on Facebook. But I wonder what our life turned out to be.
Probably prison. 3 or 4 kids, maybe.
What if she married Debo?
Oh, that'd be weird, because they're probably like 25 years apart.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who knows? Maybe she's in a women's correctional facility listening to this podcast as we speak.
She turned her life around.
No.
No. Why can't she turn her life around?
She can. It's just not going to happen.
Wait a minute. You're 30. Yep. This was 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, was it 15 years? Yeah, it was about 15 years ago.
So you think she's still huffing?
No, I just think that she's...
I think you want
her to turn her life around.
I want her to show up at your doorstep and look like the Jessica before alternative school.
Oh, dude, and she's gonna come to my doorstep and be like, "Yo, can I hold $1?"
No. So you come up there and say, "Chris, I've turned my life around, and all I could think about is you."
Oh,
Do you think her and Yaz a fight?
yeah.
This has been episode 19 of
Fantasy Friends.
That was so delayed, bro.
Was it? Let's try it again.
This has been episode 19 of
Fantasy Friends.
Yep, I had a good time talking to you guys today. Let's do a little housekeeping. So, hey, we have, if you're listening to this, then you probably realize that we are not where we used to be.
Mm-mm.
And by saying that, we have left our old host, which is Podomatic, and we have now moved to our new host, which is Podbean. Right?
Bean.
No, Bean, not P.
Podbean.
Bean.
Green
Bean.
bees.
Bean. So now you can find us on Podbean. All you got to do is go to Podbean and look up Fantasy Friends. That is Podbean.
Podbean.
And as usual, you can still find us on YouTube as well. Episodes 1 through, which would now be 19, including this episode. You can find us there. You can also talk to us on Twitter at FanFryPod. Also, we're on Facebook, Fantasy Friends Podcast, and you can email us at fantasyfriendspodcast@gmail.com.
Episode 20 next week. Are you ready?
Yes. I don't know what next week is about. Sorry.
Yeah. Next week's going to be huge. It's episode 20. It's going to be so big.
Episode 20, and I have no idea what we're talking about. Maybe we do a kind of a review, a review of all our past episodes, or we do something brand new. I don't know. Chris doesn't know.
I know.
You don't know.
I always know.
I think you're lying.
No.
Man, maybe we have a guest. This is the worst show we've ever closed off.
Shut up so I can close the show. This has been episode 19 of Fantasy Friends. We will see you next week.
Jessica, call me.
Let me hold $1.